go over the new SBMM information that just dropped and why it's not exactly what content creators are trying to make it seem to be, along with how to get this super rare badge that everyone is talking about. And Dr. Disrespect says Apex Legends is the hardest game he's ever played. I'm going to show you the clip and we're going to talk about it. But first, we are going over the latest Apex news. But for those of you that grind ranked, today is the rank reset. You can follow the top preds racing for #1 at apexrank.com. But I'm actually curious, where did you guys end up and where are you going to get at the end of this split? Make a commitment. And at the end of this video, comment it down below. We'll hold you accountable in 27 days when the rank split ends. I ended up only like 400 points away from Masters. I just could not keep a consistent third and it cost me. I'm just so upset, but it's okay. We got another split. We try again on Olympus. Today, Respawn released an extremely long explanation of their upcoming changes to SBMM. Lucky for you, I took the time to read it and I'll try to summarize it the best that I can, but here are the bullet points they actually provided. Apex Legends currently makes matches using your pre-made party's best player skill rating, and our system does consider your pre-made squad size when matching you with opponents. We are working toward creating fair matches compared to today as you play with friends of different skill levels. We are also in the process of retiring our old skill-based matchmaking system for a new one that more accurately groups our players based on skill and thus lets our matchmaking algorithm make better decisions when forming groups. The end goal is to create fair matches and experiences that are more fun for all. Now, those are the bullet points from Respawn, and after reading it myself, there are a few things that stick out. Now, they are going to work harder at taking into account the strength of your whole team and not just your strongest players. And keep in mind, this is about pubs we're talking about mainly. The accuracy they showed of their strength measuring system is actually pretty remarkable. They were able to predict the winner of fights based on their team strength scores extremely accurately. Here you can see that if a team fought with even strength scores, there was a 50% chance of winning. In fact, these numbers are so accurate, they almost seem fake. You can also see if the team had a higher strength number by 1, then their percentage went up to win the fight, and if it was by 2, etc., etc. Similar to sports, once you have an accurate way to power rank, you can begin to pick outcomes much more accurately. This is what like professional sports bettors will sometimes attempt to do. Now, the current system works by grouping you into 4 different buckets of skill. The new system will widen that and create essentially many more buckets and ways to fit in buckets. However, this is what people may not understand currently, and I really have been looking forward to explaining this. Now, let's say the current system says you belong right here. So you are on the higher end of your bucket, and therefore you probably get the advantage of stomping on players of slightly less skill than you. You tend to rack up a lot of kills, and pubs are a breeze. This is the experience of top preds when they pub. The system wants to actually tighten that gap and put you with people even closer to your skill level. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that the pros that you see praising the system on Twitter and saying Respawn is awesome for making these changes, the same pros who ask for SBMM to be removed because it ruins the game, those same pros will now have harder pubs because they will have tighter SBMM. What will that result in? Well, they're probably going to complain some more. However, for average players, it may make for a much more even competitive game. But then the argument comes up, well, isn't that what ranked is for? Playing against people of the same skill level? And that's a great question. To be honest, yes, that is what ranked is for. That's why I feel like these changes won't be taken as well as people may hoped for. If pubs start feeling more like ranked because the gaps are tightened so much more, what's the point of pubs? At the same time, I don't think people understand what it means to remove SBMM. You see pro players always asking to have SBMM removed from pubs because that's what ranked is for. Then their followers repeat it, saying, yeah, remove SBMM, it's ruining pubs, even though their followers are gold 4 hearts up players who have no clue what SBMM is doing. See, SBMM protects you from those top preds who stomp every game. If you played Season 1 when SBMM was off or hardly noticeable, you would remember people like Diego Sor who stomped pubs and would go on 15-game win streaks, dropping 20 bombs every game. I would run into them and I barely knew how to pull out my nades consistently. That's what happens when SBMM is removed. You play with every single skill level, which to be honest, if you're a new player who can barely loot a box, that probably wouldn't be a very enjoyable experience when you first hop on the game. So next time you hear a pro player say remove SBMM, just remember he's actually saying make my lobbies easier so I can on Tommy and Billy as they try to figure out how to reload their guns. I actually did an interview with one of the devs that worked on the original SBMM for Apex that we are currently using, and he explained in detail a lot of their goals, how the current SBMM system works, the struggles, and even why he suggested and they did remove solos. If you would like to see that interview, go subscribe to my Mr. Loot channel. I was almost done with all the editing and then this new SBMM stuff came up, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So subscribe to that channel, turn on the notifications. Also, let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on the potential SBMM changes. On the next piece of news, and before I actually get into showing you how to get this super new rare badge, I wanted to let you know that I'm once again doing daily custom lobby streams on YouTube and Twitch, along with the weekly tournaments on Friday for Twitch subs, YouTube channel members that have cash prizes. To spice it up even more, if you grab yourself some Glitch Energy with my code, you'll be entered to win Glitch Energy bonus cash prize every week. Simply go to glitchenergy.com, pick out one of the amazing flavors, then use my code iLootGames at checkout for 20% off your order, then DM me on Discord, Twitter, or Instagram your receipt. When you compete in the weekly tournaments, you'll be able to win each week a bonus cash prize that is only accessible to those who are all glitched up. So turn on your channel notifications and set it to all. I'll see you on Twitch and YouTube tonight. The last thing I wanted to cover real quick was to talk about this super rare badge you may have seen called Apex 101 badge. First, it's not actually rare, but many people aren't aware of how to get it since it was just added. There are challenges under the seasonal tab, and then you go to the challenges menu. I've already unlocked mine, so it's no longer there, but this is what it will say. But the challenges are the following: break down 3 doors with melee attacks, deal damage with an ordnance, get a kill from over 100 meters, restore 200 health, slide 3 times, survive to the top 5 squad, swap your armor for one of higher tier, take an item from a care pack, does not include lifeline care packages, use a Phoenix kit, and win as a champion squad. It's really that simple. So don't be fooled when you see all that stuff going around about, I'll get you this badge for $50. It's mostly just trolling. The last thing I wanted to share is this clip of Dr. Disrespect playing with Z-Laner. Let me know what you think about what he has to say about Apex Legends.
Oh my God, everyone in my chat just instantly Apex, Apex, Apex. That is a great game. I gotta say, it really is a good game, and it's a game that, you know, it felt so good when we hit Masters that it would feel even better.
That's the hardest. I'll have to say that's the hardest shooter game that the 2-time back-to-back 93-94 Blockbuster video game champions ever played.
But the thing is
like when you get to just even, I mean, it's
but we never
skilled players play that game.
It is.
Let's just say that.
It is. But I still truly believe that, you know, I still truly believe that the potential at tapping into that Predator rank, I feel like we were right there and we could easily make that happen. I'm so happy we got the Master, but like Pred, I mean, someday we might have to take a little, you know, little trip back, take a look.
Yep.
You know, when there's a really good season with a really good map. I think a new Split's coming up, you know, but yeah.
The 2-time says that Apex Legends is the hardest game, or at least the hardest FPS game he has ever played. I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are on this. This is actually came up while they were talking about all the issues that Warzone has. Now, Warzone 2 has seen a big drop in player base, and there's a lot of people complaining, which I think is just on par nowadays. That's just what you get with video games. Everyone complains. But let me know what you guys think. You think that he should make a return to Apex? And what do you think of the comparison between Warzone 2 and Apex Legends? For me, obviously, Apex Legends is always the way to go. I tried Warzone 2, just could not get myself to really enjoy it. That's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Make sure you guys hit the like button and are subscribed if you're not already. I'd love to read your guys' comments, so leave them down below. And I'll see you on stream later tonight. Have a great one.